Hello, Lakeside. Pastor Dave here. I sure do miss seeing you each face to face, and I want you to know again that I care about you and praying for you. And when we hear of a prayer request or a need, we're trying to meet that. So please, if at all possible, over communicate with us. We would love that. In my Bible reading today, I was in Psalm 118, and verses 5 through 7 were really encouraging verses to me. Psalm 118, verses 5 through 7. Out of my distress, I called on the Lord, and he answered me, and he set me free. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? The Lord is on my side as my helper. And then verses 8 and 9, I didn't know if you knew this or not. They're the two middle verses of the Bible. Now, they put the verses in after the Bible was written, but if you took the number of verses, Psalm 118, verses 8 and 9 are the middle verses. And in the sovereignty of God, just listen to what they say to us during these days. Verse 8, it is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in men. Verse 9, it is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in princes. And so that's what we're encouraging you to do, and that's what I'm praying you will do. That's what I want for my own life. I want to take refuge. I want to find my help in the Lord. Now, it doesn't seem like in a day or two it's going to be Good Friday, and then a couple days later it's going to be Easter. And certainly this will be a surreal weekend, not being able to meet with you. But we're trying to do everything possible at Lakeside, the leadership and the staff, to have this be a time where we elevate Christ. And we have a very special online Good Friday service at 7 o'clock at night that I'd like you to join. We got special music and special Bible reading. And our own Joel is going to share a message on the cross and some of the benefits of the cross to us. And then we're going to close that service. I'm going to lead us in communion. And so it's obviously going to be a home communion. And we want to come together around Christ's finished work on the cross through what the Bible calls communion. And then a couple of days later on Sunday will be Easter, and we have an online service at 9 a.m. And we have some special music planned again. We have a special service planned. And I'm going to preach a message on the hope of the resurrection. And so I want to encourage you, and I want to challenge you to invite friends, invite your neighbor. Don't assume somebody has a place to go for an online service. And let's, I can guarantee you they're going to hear the gospel as well. Now, to get you prepared for Good Friday communion and Easter, we've put together some Easter bags for the kids. Here they are. I have one. As soon as I get done cutting this video, I'm going to open mine up and get a couple of the chocolates out of there. We'll want you to wait with your kids until Easter. And then we have a coloring book that we would like to give each one of your children. And this coloring book is going to go with a story that's going to be read on Easter for our kids during that Easter service. So we'd like each one of your children to have one of these as well. And then thirdly, the third thing we'd like to give you is communion supplies. Now, Friday evening is going to be our communion, and you can use bread and juice of your own making, but we have these little sanitized containers that many churches already use, and they have the communion bread on the top, and they have the juice inside. And so we have enough for everyone. And so what we would like to do is have you either come to the church during the business hours, or Thursday from 3 to 7, myself and the other pastors will be outside underneath a tent, and you can drive up, and we'll give you a bag of Easter candy for each one of your children. We'll give you a color book for each one of the children, and we'll give you your communion supplies. I would love to just be able to see you and hand it to you. So think about driving through Thursday from 3 to 7. We'll be set up right outside in the parking lot. You just drive up, and we'll be able to say hi, and we'll be able to hand you the Easter fun stuff. as well as the communion. I look forward to seeing each of you face to face. Until then, we'll be online. Thanks.